Africa's most beautiful campus.
Award. Agricultural women, it's a long name. I don't know the full meaning. Show full meaning.
African Women in Agricultural Research and Development.
Thank you. African Women in Agricultural Research and Development. Actually, she's my academic granddaughter. In that program, they give scholarship to somebody who is called a fellow. The fellow will choose a mentor, a mentee to my own fellow. That's why she's my academic granddaughter. So I went through that program on mentoring, what it entails, what can make it work, what will not make it work, and so on and so forth. And I was mentored to two different women at different times. It's from there we try to replicate that situation in OAU. Please, could you close the louvers again? Sorry for the disturbance. Now, by institutionalizing, this is what remains. An office in OAU is going to be responsible for monitoring the process. The Kenyan program I said I attended, we were monitored for 1 year. The interaction was for a year. My fellow was in Ibadan. The first fellow, Dr. Fasho Ilu, I don't know if any of you know her. And the second fellow is Professor Beatrice Ogumba in home economics, family consumer. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, Beatrice was my second fellow. The lady from ILE-IFE would come every month. It was something we agreed on. She would call, we would agree, 1 hour a month. The two of us will meet. We will agree on where is conducive or convenient for us, and we will discuss her progress. It's not about me. This 1 hour is not about me at all. It's about her and her program. Before we started, she had goals. Where would she like to be in 5 years? Where would she like to be in 20 years? That program says Women in Agricultural Research and Development. And the goal of our award is to help women, whether in the academics or on the field. So in what position would you like to be that you think you can help women? Many of them said they would like to be Minister of Agriculture. All of them. They want to be Minister of Agriculture or Director. It's not impossible. So the question is, what do you need to be Minister of Agriculture? Is it by appointment or by merit? I hope you understand. So if you know the requirements, at what point do they appoint people to become political advisors, or you join party agents? Whichever route you choose, they will pursue it. If it's through politics, I'm not qualified to mentor somebody in politics because that's not my area. But if it's through academics, then we can channel our discussion. Or you say, when I'm VC, some wanted to be vice chancellor. What do you need to be a vice chancellor? Is to become a professor. And after professor is service. Okay? So VC again is not by appointment. You vie for it, but you prepare yourself along the way. So these ladies, we were meeting 1 hour every month, and the goals they set. To be a professor, we asked, where are you now? L2, senior lecturer, professor, whatever. What do you have? What do you need to get to where you want to go? How much time do you need? Because it has to be realistic. If you are L2 now, and you want to be a professor in 10 years, is it possible? I don't know, let's see. L2, 3 years you become L1, another 3 years senior lecturers, another 3 years reader, so minimum of 12 years. So 10 years is not possible. Occasionally we used to have accelerated, but if the contention on it is too much. Okay, what is fantastic? What has it done? That's when they begin to look at your papers. These are not good journals. For me, I don't subject myself to the extra scrutiny. So you need 12 years minimum. You know? So in 3 years, how many papers do you need to move to the next level? These are things you have to, think through. So for you to develop the papers, what works have you done? How many students will you supervise? I hope you understand. We are working backwards to go forward. We did that every month. So what did you do in the last 1 month? What obstacles did you encounter? How did you overcome the challenges? What obstacles do you foresee towards your goal next month? And so on and so forth. So this was the kinds of things we went through. And we had a logbook. She will fill her section, I will fill my section. What progress did we make? How do you rate your interaction over 10? Sometimes it will be 3, sometimes it will be 8. I hope there's nothing that says our interaction will be fantastic all the time. It can be, it may not be. So at the end of 1 year, award again called all of us together to ask about our interaction. Was it useful? Was it helpful? You know, that kind of thing. What challenges did we have? How can we advise the organization in continuing with the program? What are the experiences we would like to share that would move the organization forward or otherwise? Please, how do I control the slide? So that was my, you meet with your mentor and so on. We'll come up with documents. This office will coordinate it and so on and so forth. So essentially here I have mentoring is an essential leadership skill. Is to develop people. It says it involves managing and motivating people. Honestly, there are some people you need to motivate. I have a colleague that does not see any good thing in anything at all. He says there's nothing new. All he lives for is to collect his salary. He's happy where he is. But not everybody is like that. So the few that show interest, you have to help them. Professor Adeshima talked about having a mentor. I also had a mentor when I was new in the system. It happened to be my supervisor, Professor Ajibola. Yesterday I said your supervisor does not have to be your mentor. But in my own case, he was my mentor. It's someone you look up to, someone you like imparted or gain from it. Again, let me say the mentor does not have to come from your department. And your mentor does not have to be the same sex as you. If there's someone you really, really like, that you would like to get close to, then you can choose that person. I have had interaction with people across faculties. They just come to me, Auntie, please, I'd like you to be my mentor. And I ask, what do you think it entails? Before you say I should be your mentor. Because we are not in the same field. So how can I be your mentor? And says, even if you can't do this aspect, there are still some other aspects that you can contribute to. Can you please, next slide. So it says it's a personal development in a relationship. It is a learning process. Mentoring is not somewhere you arrive at. It is something you go through. Next slide, please. It is some. Oliver, can control the plan. All informal communication. It's relationship based. As we will see later, you can be officially paired, but The best method is when you choose your own mentor. So it's not possible to meet face to face. We do the best, where you get to talk nitty-gritty. The parties involved, the mentor who has relevant knowledge, and then the mentee, the person who has the less experience. From the US, the mentor can bear these various names: advisor, coach, role model, or leader. And mentoring involves all these things: sharing, guiding, inspiring. So you need something and that person feels is still too junior in the system, your mentor can help you get access to what you want. It says we have different types of mentoring relationships: the formal and informal, peer and organizational plan, where the organization is directly responsible for initiating it. We have different types of mentors. Is it possible to have more than one mentor, please? So we have mentors at different levels, your profession or trade, even in church, in your community, and so on and so forth. You know the various areas where you need guidance or people you look up to. So, mentoring techniques. The aim of mentoring is to develop the whole person. Techniques are broad and require wisdom in order to be used appropriately. Different techniques may be used by mentors according to the situation and the mindset of the mentee. The key word for me is to develop the whole person. It is true that we may have multiple mentors and they interact with us concerning different aspects of our life, but the totality of the human being is involved. If you have a mentee that has some character flaw, although you are relating academically, you should be able to draw the attention of, and that's why it says wisdom. Now, mentoring techniques, I have deleted a lot of things. These photos here show the various techniques. The first one is pushing. You can see that by the right, you see the two are working together, trying to solve the puzzles. To the left, at the bottom, someone pulling another person up in this system. In the third, middle one, you are working together, and again here, you are fixing puzzles. The question is, does everybody need a mentor? Don't need a mentor. Let me answer that question. So we agree that we all need mentors because we cannot walk alone. Is there any non-Yoruba speaking here? Non-Yoruba? Okay, so I can go to Yoruba. This proverb, Ejo to ba darin. You know, Ejo to ba darin is easy to. Thank you. It's easy to kill when the snake is walking alone. But when you have a band of snakes, it's you that will run. So it's maybe it's not the best proverb, but the thing is, you don't walk alone here. Okay? You are not going to reinvent the wheel. You've been in the system for a while, but now that you have actually joined the system, you will be seeing new aspects. You were in the department, but you were not in the departmental meetings. You will now enter the departmental meeting, you will see how judgment is made. When you do review, shock, some of you will be shocked. When you hear someone say no, for these reasons, I didn't know. You understand? These are real, this is now real life. Photo Tipro. You are now staff. All the places you could not enter, you have access. The things you could not say before, you now have a say. But a young man will photo land. You understand? So it's true you now have access. But in your body, so otherwise, any injury, and we have difficulty going through the system successfully. If you are well guided, things will roll smoothly for you. Let me mention, earlier I mentioned 3 years. Please, there's nowhere it says you must be promoted every 3 years. Each one to his own race. It is good to be promoted 3 years. But if you are not ready, just cool temper. It is not a competition. Because many people have gotten into trouble in the race of 3 years. In this place, there are professors and there are professors. We have professors that if you Google their name, it will never come up. I hope you understand what I'm saying. And some senior lecturers, Google their name, you will get several papers. I was in Canada last year, and I met a man at the bus station. And he said he wanted to do something about mounting. And by the time, he just said, M.O. Ilori. That's M.O. Ilori. He said, I can tell you his life history. And, you know, he just started talking, blah, blah, blah. Ilori did this. I said, Ilori, we shared office together. Now I'm happy to say we shared office together. Because he's visible. So where I'm going is that you need to do good work and publish in good journals. Okay? For you to move every 3 years, you need to do good work and publish in good journals. Just publishing anywhere will take you nowhere. It is publication that made them professors, but their papers cannot be seen. Your mentor will drill this in your head. When I supervise PhD, I say, don't put my name just any paper. Don't. I'm already there. I can only go higher. If you put my name in a journal that is not good, you are drawing me down. So don't put my name. Don't. And I was blessed with a supervisor that says, always start out. My oga will say, send your paper out. If they reject it, try another journal out. If they now reject it, come back inside. You don't start from inside. You don't start from inside, you start from outside. And the earlier you know this, the better. Sorry, I'm changing topic because we are not talking about publication or promotion in the system. But the essence of this is that you know how the system works so that you are well prepared. Don't just look for any gem journal. Somebody came to me, he said $45. So is that money? How long did the review process take? You can't remember. So they didn't review, you didn't do any revision. Who is the editor? The editorial board, you cannot say. Your professor that is condemning the paper is correct. Please look out for how to recognize good journals. Many of you have just finished your PhDs. You'll be expected to publish in good journals. Don't waste your data. For goodness sake, don't waste your data. This is the thing your mentor should tell you. Aim high. It is not pride. If it is pride, then it's a godly pride. To aim high. Because the criteria, at some point, for senior lectureship, you need 20% foreign papers. Then reader, you need 40. Senior lecturer, professor, you need 40%. The lady spoke with me last week. She has about 12 papers, 4 foreign, 8 local. I said she will still need senior lecturer. But she now has to counter that 8 local papers. I hope you understand. Yes. Is it easy to counter 8 papers? Because for you to now go up, you need more papers, and those 8 want to deal with. So please, don't start with the local journal. Have confidence in yourself. Oyinbo Olori Meji. Please, Oyinbo only 2 heads. Know that. It is, they will review, they will criticize. As long as they don't say no, there is hope. And that is what will build your muscles, will build your confidence, and you will aim high. So, we have different techniques of mentoring, depending on who you are meeting. My own Oga used all of them. When he has a consultancy, he say, "Hey, they go and represent me." My first introduction to gender, there was a workshop in Lagos. He just said, "Gender and technology." Me, Igori, just go and represent me there. What does it mean? I had to read it up on my own. And when I came back, only people want to say, "No, we will go." We say, "No, we will go." You know, I didn't know. When I had my NSC, we had a conference. He said, we submitted the paper. I said, "You present it." National conference, me. My leg was shaking, but I presented. And of course, after that one, any presentation, you make one before you ask. I volunteer. So, depending on who you have, you will go through all of these experiences. Peer relationship, that's your colleagues, that's possible. One person may be more knowledgeable in a certain aspect than the other. There's even another one we call reverse relationship. Last week, my PhD student was teaching me something. And there's a program I want to apply for, and I need to submit a proposal. And the topic I want to work on is the expert. So I said, "How that come? You want a teacher missing?" And he was happy to put me through. You know, he was talking and I was writing. In that aspect, he's the one mentoring, if I can use the word. Yes, reverse mentoring. Because mentoring is not about age. It's about the technical content you need to learn from the other person. I hope that's clear. Because some of us, we allow these little things to disturb us. I'm old, I'm mad, I'm a woman. You shouldn't come into this matter at all. Let me talk about man and woman. Because this is a big problem. Especially for the women. The number is not many here, okay? Your integrity must be far above board. Not just above board. Far above board. In my own case, there was no other woman in the department. I first did food science, then moved to agric engineering. In agric engineering, there was no woman. And okay, they have one woman now. At that time, there was no woman. So it's either I went in or I didn't go in. So I went. A man was supervising me. As my supervisor, he was chairman of conference center. So he had no time for me during the day. Then he became DVC, which made it worse. I would go and see him in conference center in the evening. And they would say, for coming out of conference center in the night, it was assumed that he had slept with me. Even with my girl, we shared office for some time together. Everybody you shared with, there will be room. It is the life you live that will prove you true or wrong. I hope you understand. If they say you are doomed, it is the amount. The important thing is that they must not be proved correct. Because even in my department, the senior female colleague I have is not in my area. Does it mean I will not collaborate? The senior female colleague is not in my area. So it's still a man I'm collaborating with. You have to work with opposite sex. It is your conduct that will show whether it is true you are worthy or you are not worthy. If you listen to lies, you will not move in this system. Please, I hope you are hearing me. If you listen to lies or stories, you will not move. If you don't sleep with a man, you have not made it on this campus. So let your integrity stand you out. Just be sure you live the correct life. Kò sí nǹkan tó ń jẹ́rẹ́. Prof, in all our joking, I don't know more than handshake. I don't know what else I can say we have done together. We shared the same office for years. And that goes for all my senior mentors that I have worked with. I'm very friendly, I joke, I laugh, but only limits. Only limits. Because it will impact on your progress. When people begin to carry rumor, and she's this, she's that, when they to honor attract you, so be ready for that. It is very, very common on this campus. But you will determine who you say yes to, if you say yes at all. We have benefits of mentoring. It says it provides critical benefits to the career development. At that time, he was a senior lecturer, and he said, when he was employed, no, they just said, go and teach this course. How do you teach? How do you form lecture notes? Nobody told him. Nobody told him he was expected to publish papers. And, he's expected to get promotion. So, if you have a mentor who is guiding you, there may be nowhere where you find these things written, but the person will be guiding you. Have you done this? Maybe you should take a leave of absence, you should go on leave, or things like that. So it helps you to align with the goals of the institution, gives the employee the ability to advance, and a feeling of engagement, which leads to better retention. If there are issues, then someone will be there to assist. Top talent in the workplace tend to be difficult to retrain, so employees have incredible potential to make great things happen for the company. Top talent employees can be guided into leadership positions. Someone comes to you and says, I want to vie for the team. You say, this is not the time. Even for deanship, you can guide. Diversity, where we have the multicultural nature. Reverse, we've talked about this. Knowledge transfer. I just want to go to this one. Matching by committee. We don't yet have a committee, so you are going to have development, the mental strength, the overall experience, skill set, the location, and objective for mentorship. This objective, as I've said all day, have I talked anything about money? Have I talked anything about party? Your mentor is not an ATM. So, because it is important to set out this at the beginning, so that you are not disappointed, or that you are not even asking the wrong questions. Sorry, I'm broke. Can I borrow 10,000, 20,000? No, that's not what mentoring is. If you have another auntie somewhere who can loan you, that's good. But not your academic. You say, that person is very stingy. With all the complaint I've been complaining since morning. That is not the objective. Or mentor will say, I buried my mother, she didn't come. She is not a robot. If you are not friends normally, then she has no business attending the burial ceremony of your mother. These are things we need to delineate. The objective is academic interaction to ensure that the person moves smoothly through the system. So expectations are different. They have to be clear-cut. In addition, we talk about culture, religion, personality. In some cultures, when you are talking, Yoruba sọ pé ojú lọ̀rọ̀ wà. Am I correct? Yes. That means you make eye contact with the person. In some other culture, look at these are things you need to clear with your mentor before you start. Even handshake. handshake. We have some Muslim brothers that don't shake female hands. If one of them is your mentor or mentee, you have to care. We have several in my faculty. We greet each other like this. The Muslim sisters, we embrace. So that you have a smooth relationship. In Igbo, there's no brother or sister. In Yoruba land, there's brother and sister. You can't go enter and say, hello, Jack. Then you need to go the extra mile. So, I said, is mentoring right for you? To explore the reasons for mentoring. Well, we say it's not everybody that can be a mentor because of personality. And because of the personality or character traits, some people are not patient to listen. In mentoring, your mentee comes in and you ask questions. It is, like I said, it's not about you talking. It's about the other person. What have you done? So you allow room for that person to talk. What are the challenges you have? You allow so slow to speak and quick to hear, and so on and so forth. But if you think you can't even devote 1 hour a month to a person, then you don't volunteer for it. It's not, it's not compulsion, to the mentee and benefits to the institution. For the mentor, who is more senior, has some things, new things to learn. Anytime I get stuck on my laptop, I call my PhD students. They are in food science, but they are all computer gurus. They know what to do. They know how to get me out of any situation. Yesterday, I couldn't copy from my phone to my laptop. They taught me what to do. So it is not only on academic that we are relating. I also have things I'm learning from them. And then again with a younger person in the same field, there are new things in the field that you find out and pass on to the other person. Above all, the institution benefits because one, there's higher retention. If you are happy and you are making progress, you are not likely to want to change jobs unless, of course, there's reason for you to leave the town and go somewhere else. So there's better retention, then greater scholarly productivity. If you know what to look out for in publication, how to write papers, how to write proposals, your productivity will be higher. It's not everybody that writes. We had a colleague for the duration more than 10 years. He didn't have 10 papers. He didn't. It is both a gift and an ability to write. So don't take it for granted. There is increase in productivity. You see, my, what do you call this? Urge. Say urge me. You know, please. Sorry, you won't miss please. Is that you will get it condemned is better than not writing anything at all. I know a lady, she graduated 2014, kò tí kan kankan. This thing, they let me mentor. I keep pursuing her, she's running away. So I don't know how. Anytime I see her, I don't even go there. Don't. If I. Ó ti dàbúrò mi. Tí bá yìí kí n tó sọ ọ̀rọ̀ kó sá lọ. Á kí mi látọ̀kan àṣà. I'm not a lazy person. So you can't work with me if you are lazy. You can't. Before I did my PhD exam, I had already 3 papers published. and many more coming. He was on my exam panel. I mean, we shared office, so he knows what I'm talking about. And in the end, I got 7 papers for my PhD. Task yourself. Productivity, honestly, the higher you go, the more difficult it becomes. So the earlier you start, the better. I have a colleague in my department now. He's going to professorship. He doesn't like writing. So, as a collaboration, I'm not usually around, he's around. So, he supervises my students and I do the writing. Isn't that reversed? Because if you don't write it, honestly, the data will just die. And I can't supervise and let the data waste. So, it's just me, remove my name from your CV and you see what is left. Just remove my name. Remove my name from your CV. You want to add and teach again, you know, at the. So, look for what works. He didn't start out writing early. That is the problem. Kole joko sojuko. He's here. If I say too many things, you will know. But it happens to all of us. You have to discipline yourself to sit down. If you task yourself at least 2 good papers a year, you can do it. At least 2. Now some people get 5. Again, that is extreme. When you overdo it, people will tend to trivialize the worth of your data. So please, let's be balanced. Okay? So the productivity of the institution is enhanced. And we know the more you publish in a good journal, the better the ranking of the institution. And then there are scholarship opportunities. And these donors will only go online. When you apply to them for any scholarship, whether proposal or postdoc, they will Google your name. They want to see the journals you have published. So if you go local, you are only doing yourself a disservice because the local journals will not pop up. It's not that they are not good, they don't have online visibility. I hope you understand what I'm saying. Some of them are not good, but many are good, but they just have no online presence. And online presence cannot be negotiated in the 21st century. So, any local journal you are going for, make sure it has an online presence. Okay? So, here it says it enhances the prestige of the institution. I mean, it's good to say 100 staff won grants. Are you doing convocation ceremony? The VC will read 100 staff won international grants. We all clap. But if you don't do good work, you can't attract grants. Yesterday, our staff got patents. Of course, it's our pride. 2 from our faculty, am I correct? 2 from our faculty. More than answer for money, a minimum lead, but it's not my name. You understand? But he got the patents. We have more committed alumni. They will be proud if our university is doing well. And of course, better networking skills. Even students, we want to come here if the staff are doing well, if they have confidence in us. The nurturing is supportive, nurturing climate will enhance the academic performance. We also rejuvenate the senior lecturer, as we have said. Conservation of institutional memory. This is something, there was Professor Akindongwe. Some of you met him. That Baba, we call him walking encyclopedia. All the rules and regulations of OAU, they are in his head. According to section clinical, any rule you want, just go to Baba Akindongwe, he will tell you. People will tell you what happened in 1990, 1970. You know, do problems occur? Yes, in mentoring, either personalities, the clash in character, if it's a strong person and you too, or the goals are not clear, like or somebody overstepping professional boundaries. While Obafemi shop.
We can commission your plant, and then produce in large quantity and take the product into the market. At the point when the product enters into the market, it becomes an innovation. Are you getting it? It becomes an innovation. So that is the innovation process. Now, intellectual property, patenting is what we are doing. And before you know, especially in the industry, another company may also take interest in that and then launch the product into the market before your own company. So it is very important that you protect your research results. So when you patent your research and your research results, no other person, by law, no other person can infringe on it. No other person. Okay. No other person is when we are doing research in the university and we don't aim at commercializing it. That is why many of our professors are very poor. We have done a lot of research in this university which are potential, which can be commercialized, especially in food science. There are a lot of them, but because of publication, publish and get promotion, because of the idea of publish and get promotion, we are not thinking in that direction. We are not thinking in that direction. So, but this day, an academic must be a rich man, and you can only be rich if your research, by taking your patent, there are some benefits which, you have to negotiate. If a company is going to take your research result to produce a product or give service, render services, you have to negotiate. And that is what we do at the IPPT office. We assist in presenting research results, and then we also assist in transferring that research result to the entrepreneurs who may want to make money from it. Now, in making money from it, you can negotiate with somebody who wants to take your patent, to either buy that patent outright, or you can agree on payment of royalty on periodically. Now, I mentioned that so many research results have been done in this university. For example, the Pando Yam was designed and fabricated in OAU, Department of Agriculture Engineering. But somewhere along the line, a company in Japan sold the idea, and then the fellows perfect the idea, and then commercialize it, produce a mass, and then bring the product back to Nigeria for people to buy. So, if that research result had been patented, it would have been difficult for the Japanese company to steal that product. And you can imagine the amount of money the professor would have been taken from that research result. Yam Panda, it was first designed, fabricated in OAU. So we have quite a lot of research results that were not patented, and we have lost millions of naira because of it. So what I'm trying to say is that as a young academic, you must try and think of engaging in applied research that can create wealth. Think of applied research that can create wealth. And by doing, while doing that, you must protect that research, research idea, so that other people won't steal it. So, okay, I think I mentioned that industrial property include patent, trademark, industrial design, and geographical indication. So then we also have what we call copyright and related rights. That covers literary work, film, music, artistic work, architectural design, performance rights in their performances. Piracy. When the films come out, some other people will, or when they get a copy, they go and mass produce. And then, without the consent of the owner, they mass produce and sell. So if the filmmaker had received copyright, nobody can do that. I mean, under the law, nobody can do that. But because many of them don't receive this copyright, that's why we have a lot of piracy and people are losing money. Now, so intellectual property rights is exclusive right given to an author, creator, inventor, or innovator to benefit from their work or investment in creation. Now, before you create an invention, you must have spent a lot of money. You must have spent a lot of money, especially on the research and development. You may be at the R&D stage, and people will get to know what they're doing, and you launch it into the market before you come out. Also, the R&D cost. They will not bear the R&D cost. You are the one who bear the R&D cost. And it's a lot of profit for them. So patenting is very important. So when you patent, you have the economic right, which allows the owner of the right which allows the owner to derive financial reward from the use of his work. And then, when you complete your research, you may want to commercialize it on your own without giving it to any people to do. So, for example, I mentioned production of something from plantain the other time. If you're able to perfect it, and you are interested in producing it, you can be the manufacturer of that place. You can manufacture it on your own without giving it to another person. So, or you can transfer the patent or the research result. You can transfer the patent to somebody, to an entrepreneur who may want to commercialize it. And I mentioned the other time that through that, you are expecting a royalty from giving out the right to that fellow. And the right can be payments at once for the right, or it can be taken periodically. This year, I want to receive $2,000 and so on. As long as that fellow is using your right. Then moral right allows the author to take certain action to preserve the personal link between himself and the work. It can never be transferred. They always remain with the original author of the work. Moral right, you are the owner of the work. So you can lay claim to it anytime. You can even, if you transfer it to somebody, you can withdraw the transfer anytime you like. Then. Now, the intellectual property and then technology transfer can move a nation from resource-based economy to knowledge-based economy. What is a resource-based economy? A resource-based economy is the one that the economy of that nation is driven by raw materials or physical assets, driven by raw materials. For example, Nigeria is a resource-based economy because our economy is driven by what? By oil, petroleum. We are not able to apply knowledge to add value to our petroleum products. We extract the crude and then send it to advanced country. They refine the crude, get many products from it, and send the products back to us. So we are a resource-based economy. And what are the problems of resource-based economy? You can imagine if we have our cocoa beans, they are also exported to other countries. If we had some companies transforming, adding value to our cocoa beans to produce so many food products, cocoa products, chocolate, butter, cocoa butter, and so on, what's going to happen to our economy? Our economy is going to be better because the companies adding value to those raw materials will be built in Nigeria. They will be located in Nigeria, and those companies will employ so many of our graduates who are jobless now. Now, a knowledge-based economy, they generate a series of intellectual properties, and then these intellectual properties are translated into commercial products. They are commercialized. I hope you are getting me. Depending on science and technology to generate, to generate products. They are manufacturing cars and they don't have any of the raw materials in their country. They don't have any of the raw materials for manufacturing cars in their country. So what they do is they import all the raw materials and then turn the raw materials into products. They add value to the raw materials to become values. So most of the newly industrializing countries like China, Malaysia, and also they are also tending to knowledge-based economy. They use their knowledge to create wealth. They use their knowledge to create jobs for their people. So the IP is very important. Most of the products we are using now, and the university is a place where research is being carried out in advanced countries. A lot of products are coming out from universities. In Stanford University, we have the Silicon Valley, where all the research results in the universities, in the neighboring lab, are translated into products. They have science parks, knowledge parks, and so on. Where the research results from the university are taken into that park. They are further developed. To products, usable products, and then services. Now, so what are the importance of IP protection? Because the IP protection will not allow other people to steal your research results. If you patent your research results, do not allow people to steal your research results. Then it also has commercial value, as I've mentioned. The IP property, you can generate a lot of products, a lot of companies from intellectual property. And with that, it has commercial value. Then it also encourages economic growth, create new jobs and so on. And new jobs, new industry and so on, and enhance the quality and enjoyment of life. The Silicon Valley, which I mentioned the other time, has created, although it's a science park where different products are manufactured, but it also created, it has also employed so many thousands of people, if not millions of people. So, and then if eventually an IP is translated into products, to industry and so on, is going to spur economic growth of the country. Then it also has to strike a balance between the interests of the innovator and the public interest by providing an environment in which creativity and invention can flourish for the benefit of all. So IP, with the IP can generate wealth, it can improve economic condition of the country, and then there is benefit to the owner of the IP because they will be receiving some royalty either periodically or at once. Now, how can we make use of intellectual property as an academic? When you patent your research results, there is you have to renew. You have to renew it every year. If you don't renew it, the patent will lapse after 20 years. After 20 years, if you don't do anything with it and you don't renew it, then anybody can take it up. The government will open that patent to the public after 20 years. Okay, I get it. So when it is open to the public, anybody can pick it up and then invest on it. So now, as researchers, we can make use of patent scope. Patent scope is what I mentioned. You have it. And that's there's a list of patents. They are there. You can consult it to generate your own research results or to generate your own research that will lead to that can be patented. Then IP also has a domain. For example, a patent in Nigeria is only useful in Nigeria. Now, if it is patented by World Intellectual Property Organization, then it means throughout the world, that patent cannot be infringed by anybody throughout the world. Now, it's also, patent also restricts infringement. I've mentioned that when you patent your research result, at least for 20 years, nobody can infringe on your rights. Nobody can make use of it. But after 20 years, if you don't do anything with it, you don't transfer it to the entrepreneurs, and you don't commercialize it on your own, then it can be taken up by anybody when it is open to the public domain. Then it's also a platform for global collaboration. By searching the patent scope, you can discover some people who can collaborate. Now, my time is almost finished, but now, when you are doing your research, when can you patent it? you can patent your research results, especially if it's commercially viable. You can patent it immediately after completing the research. Immediately. And there is a procedure for doing it. So you can patent it. So, as I've mentioned, the era of poor professor is gone, especially with you coming behind us. I want to see every one of you becoming a professor and at the same time millionaire. But you have to work hard. You have to think. So your research results, immediately after you've done it, you have to patent it. And my office, Intellectual Property and Technology Transfer, is responsible for that. We'll assist you to patent it, but there are some guidelines which will be given to you to comply with. Then, after patenting, we can also link you with the industry, with the entrepreneurs who will likely take it up for commercialization. So, once again, I want to advise you to start doing research in applied areas, area where you can get patent, area where you can transfer your patent to people and make money from it. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, sir. That's a very wonderful presentation. Now, this time we are going to be having questions and answers. And we have two people, two presenters, Professor Kehinde Taiwo and Professor Igore. So the floor is open for us. Questions? Okay, one. I have one. 2, 3. Okay, we have 3 for now. Then I will be number 4.
Now, the first question.
Thank you for the presentation. My question is to Professor Igore. You mentioned that can collaborate, especially how you look at the patent scope and then work together on, let's say, a product. I have a product in my mind that I'm trying to design that will be of use to those in my profession, but I can't do the work alone. I would likely work with those in material, chemistry, or in pharmacy. So can 2 persons or more win the patent? Because I'm saying that because the way it's going to go, the lab work I will not be able to do. And in the long run, it might not be good to win the patent or to struggle to get it a personal property. Thank you.
Number 2.
Professor Igore, I want you to what category of products fall under marketable? What category of products can you say are marketable? Is it like if I develop a skill now? My question is for Professor Kehinde. The last time we were talking about mentorship, research. That is my question. Thank you.
Now you're talking about output. And I feel it's not all of us that might really have this kind of, ideas and outputs too. Like in my own area, I'm into social and rural development planning, and most times, okay, if I have output at all, maybe policy briefs and stuff, apart from, if I have to do the research of it, I might have to go and do meetings with the villagers, do this, do that, and everything. Now I'm thinking, yes, I want to be a rich professor, like us. So how do I do the hiking? That's number 1. How do I know how? Yes, those ones. Then secondly, I said I have a funded research and I'm trying to publish into book. how do I patent how do I patent it, and how do I handle the competing interest, because it's funded, and because I believe the competing interest is those ones that funded the research. And that to me, I want, the money is very, very important. How do I handle that? Please, I would like to ask that does the university have a list of, my question is directed to Professor Heinze. 10 minutes, okay. Serving as mentors. And again, can one choose a mentor without knowing the personality of that mentor? Sometimes you just admire people from afar. Can you choose such a person to mentor? Thank you very much. Then can we have more than one mentor?
One question is that, can we patent a service? Okay.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair. My question is, pertaining the mentoring, mentee and the mentor. Can you choose somebody you have a close rapport with as your mentor? Probably somebody you're familiar with, probably most importantly on the job, but you're very close. Can those kind of people still stand as your mentor?
The last one.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for the presentation. I just have this that has been on my mind for a while about mentoring. If you choose somebody outside your faculty or field, are there no tendencies that people within your field may raise some eyebrows, as many as we have? We couldn't choose any of us. Does it mean we're not good enough for you?
Okay, thank you for the questions. The first question is collaboration. Yes, you can patent a research result involving many people, as long as all of you participated in generating that research result. For instance, yesterday, we gave a patent certificate to Professor Elujoba, former acting vice president. Now, on that patent certificate is a PhD candidate. About 3 of them are on the certificate. Their names are there. So, which means all of them, they have equal rights on the patent. So it is possible. And it's also possible, it can be from any other department. You mentioned material science, chemistry, it can. For example, if the research work involves multidisciplinary ideas, where people will make their own contribution. So it is possible. Then somebody said, what can we patent? You can patent your research results or any idea that is unique, that you feel you don't want people to steal from you. Any idea you generate, but that idea must have a procedure, and it must lead to either a product or service, or lead to something that is useful to the society. Which society is going to pay can pay for it. Because there is no sense in patenting what people would use freely without paying you anything. So you can patent.
The question is, what is a product?
Okay. A product is it can be physical, like what I'm holding now. And a product can also be a service. And it can also be tangible and intangible. For example, IP is intangible. It's an idea. It's your own creation, which has not in, I mean, that not in process to product and process or process. So we can patent any an idea or your research result, anything that can lead to commercialization, that can lead to web creations or commercialization. Then service.
For instance, those who develop apps, software, we now, if you go to the hospital, many hospitals are now digitalizing their programs, their clients and all of that. It is somebody who develops the application for them. You get money for it. It's not tangible, it's not something you see, but it's commercialized or commercializable. So anything that can get you money, whether it's an idea, a service you are rendering, or a skill, anything at all, once it attracts money, how to go empty dustbin in an innovative way, whatever it is patentable.
Then somebody mentioned conflicting interest, patenting and publishing. Yes, for you to get promotion, you have to publish. And luckily these days, patent is also recognized, it's scored. It is even scored higher than the normal paper. A patent will score maximum of 10 marks, whereas a good paper will score maximum of 5. So you can patent, you can choose to patent, but once you patent, you must not publish that idea again. Otherwise, you can't have because when you publish, you have thrown that your idea into the public domain, which anybody can use. But if you present it, it's still protected. But
she has a funded project, and from that project she would like to write a book. But because it's funded, again it depends on what you signed with your donor. If she has conflict of interest with her donor, you understand, sir? The people who pay for the project are the owners of the data. So you have to negotiate with them if you can publish, or if it's companies like Pfizer and all of that, they will not allow you because it's top secret. So when you are signing not only confidentiality, grants with companies, be careful what you negotiate, especially in the fine print, because if you publish, they will sue you. That's breach of contract. It is peculiar, special to them. But if you ask them, they may allow you to do it.
So, then somebody asked the question, can we patent a service? Yes, you can patent service. But when you want to patent it, you must be able to state the procedures. How they are getting it, you must be able to state the procedure. So you can patent service, but that service must be unique. It must be unique. Then there is also what we call trade secret. You don't patent trade secret, but you keep it secret to yourself. How they are getting it. Like all this indigenous knowledge, urban medicine and so on, they are trade secrets. And in some cases, it is known, the recipe is known to the owner or to the family members. There is a compound in Kwetimoti where they cure eye disease, blindness. So that's the secret behind that treatment is known to the family, and not just everybody in the family, to the male member, male children of the family. Because if the children are exposed to it, they will take it to their husband. So that is very tricky. like in Coca-Cola now, after that, they have a secret. Which process the formula is secret. So, they don't patent it, but they have this in their mind. Then logos, trademark, and so on, they can also be patented. If you see Guinness now, just looking at their symbol, they have, will tell you that, automatically tell you that that is Guinness, and so on like that.
Do I have to pay? Yes.
Yes.
No, you pay 50,000 naira.
Right now, if you want to present, you have to pay 50,000 naira to our office. Now, but we are, from the office, we are appealing to the university to pick it up, because the IP policy will soon be out. And if the policy is out, it is not only the researcher that will have the benefit from it, the university will also benefit from it, then the IPPTO will also benefit from it, and then the owner of the patent. Yes, that is it.
Okay, back to me. Can you get someone from who is not in your field? The answer is yes. Is there a list of mentors in the university? No. There is no list. Like I said, this is something we are starting fresh in the university. There is no list of mentors. Can you choose a mentor you just admire from afar, but you don't have adequate knowledge of a person? I would say all that glitters is not good. Try and get one or two people close to the person, okay, to know more about the person. Because there are people who, we have one professor, if you say good morning, he will ask you what's good about the money. Are you sure it's money? I mean, something as simple as that, you can't get a straight answer. So talk less of spending 1 hour with that kind of person. But from afar, you don't know. Okay? Then he says, can you get those you have close rapport with? The answer is yes. If that person has something to impart into your life. It's not just friendship, it is impacting into your life, moving you forward in your career path. Now, objection from within, there's nothing you can do about it. That one is wisdom. You can say you are allowed to choose several mentors. You have mentor for different purposes. Since this mentor is not from the department, it's not academic mentor, it's just to guide you about, you romance them and all of, and then you will not go and make noise in your department to say, what is the mentor? I chose somebody from pharmacy. There is one man there that you admire. You are looking for trouble. So, if you know your people, I mean, some people just can't be bothered who you have chosen. It doesn't matter to them. But some can be very pain. So, I'm not good enough, blah, blah, blah. So, you be careful how you handle the situation.
Any more?
Kenny? Oh. The bank area. Yes. And the data agenda at 9 a.m. We have activities on RDF, Research Development Framework, Career Development Program. And so we will gather there at 9. I think that's it. I think we know the location, or you need clarification on the location.
So it's along Center for Gender.
You're close to Center for Gender. How many of us? Bank area. Yeah. After our back, we go down. Thank you for
evidence of this. So when they request it, you just present them. It's not something that you need to be scrambling your head, how do I get this and so. You already know what they are talking about and you can respond to it. Now, the ILE-IFE that you see has 4 domains. Domain A, B, C, and D, and it has 12 subdomains. The major thing that we deal with are the descriptors. The descriptors are the major things we deal with. The descriptors are the ones surrounding the outer sphere. The inner sphere talks about the domains, and the middle one talks about the subdomains. For example, domain A has 3 subdomains. In domain A, you will see knowledge-based cognitive abilities. Of course, I think we did something on that 2 days ago. Cognitive abilities and creativity. Under each of them, you will see the descriptors that are the skills that you may want to develop. Last year, one of the things we did, I'm not sure I have that information here. If I do, I'll let you see. I think I have. One of the things we did last year was to collect the information, the areas of skill set that the early career researchers will desire will be developed here. Unfortunately, resources are not allowed us to blow it up because we're supposed to develop customized documents along that direction. Where for early career researchers or new staff, you are handed that document to aid your progression easily. There are phases. What is meant by phases is between 3 and 5 is that in each of the descriptor level is the lowest level. In each of the descriptor level, you will determine what phase you are in. And we know there is nothing wrong with being at 0 phase. That is, I don't even have any skill in that area. For example, in conflict resolution, there are some people, if you ask them to go and resolve any conflict, you need to do. So if I'm objective, I put a 0 there, then I know I need to work hard to be able to achieve the progression I need in that. These are the domain. The first domain, domain A. Domain B, personal effectiveness. Personal effectiveness, you will talk about things like time management. Do I get to any meeting on time? There are people I know, call them for a meeting, 5 minutes to that time, you are sure they are there. You are sure. 5 minutes to the time the meeting will hold, they will be there. Please, I've met people like that. But there are people I have met also. 30 minutes after, they will be strolling in. You need to watch all those ones. Domain C, research, governance, and organization. This aspect helps us with the issue of grantsmanship and proposal development. Domain D, engagement, influence, and impact, collaboration, network, and so forth. Of course, these are the things that we mentioned earlier in domain A. In domain B, there are, of course, 3 subdomains and 16 descriptors. Domain C has 13 descriptors, and domain D, 17 descriptors. And plan their professional development like we all are here. You have something to use to evaluate how much of progression you'll be making. This is a self-storage card. Researchers who want to move into higher education from other sectors. You're already in higher education. Managers and supervisors of researchers, like I told us last year, we also engaged the attention of the provost and the deans last year because we felt it's important for them to also know the importance of this. Trainers, developers, human resource specialists, and career advisors. These can be employed to train others in any sector. Employers, the essence is to understand the portfolio of skills that researchers need to have and the potential of highly valued employees. Let me digress a little. There is a story of 2 people that were employed in the same organization. So the boss called him and gave him a special assignment. We have had this request to supply watermelon to a certain organization. We need to know what the price is and other things that we need to know. Please, can you go find out for us? The man went to the market. In 2 hours, he was back to the office. And when he was reporting back to the boss started asking him one question or the other. He couldn't answer. He said, "No, you didn't ask me to do that. You didn't ask me to do this." Okay, he said, "All right. You've been complaining that discriminate against you. I've given you an assignment. I will call your colleague who has been moving up the ladder and give him the same assignment in your presence." So he called his colleague. "You, find out about watermelon for us." He didn't even tell him the details. He didn't even tell him that it's because there's an organization that wants to use it and stuff like that. The guy went out. 5 hours later, he came back. He has done analysis. You see, we can get watermelon from this company, this place, this place. These are the options that we have. I've done the pricing. The first place will give us at this, but the supply rate will be this. It's cheaper, but the supply rate is not guaranteed. The second one is a bit more expensive, but we are sure that the supply rate will be good. The third one, we want to use him as a backup in case there's any problem. Then these are the other options we have. In case we don't have watermelon, these are the things we can do in order to be able to sustain whoever our client will be. He gave all the details in the presence of his colleague and the boss. And that one said, you can see the difference. Why? Because one has made it a duty to develop the skills inside of him without being told. But the other one felt, I must be told before I can do it. So, do you understand the difference? And he saw it there. This one, you were sent, 2 hours you were back. You asked questions you couldn't answer. You have to go back to the field, wasting resources. This one was sent, 5 hours is back. Not only is he back, he did an Excel analysis of everything and he presented it. You are here, you are just giving me a paper, nothing detailed. Because you need to understand the skill sets you are looking for. Sorry, I have to be doing this. There are urgent things we are dealing with. Alright, so we'll pass this round. As you are listening, just quickly do it. I told us to come back first. Thank you. Graduate students, they can use it. Now, is a caveat that was put there, but that caveat, I don't know. It is not supposed to usurp any arrangement within the system. So the card being used does not translate to promotion criteria. Do you understand that? It's not supposed to be part of our promotion card. If you decide to use it, that's OAU's choice. But it's not part of our promotion criteria. What is it designed for? To make it easy to identify strengths and area of development, to plan and record training and development. You can easily quite say, now I know this area, I know it well. For example, like I mentioned, the issue of Excel. Some people are very good at using it. Okay? So you can know, okay, I'm in phase 1, I'm in phase 2. Or I'm skilled, I'm highly skilled in phase 5. I know that I'm very good at using Excel. So you can easily know, oh no, I'm not good at using CorelDRAW. I know I'm in phase 0. If I need to know how to use it, I'm not good at it. So I begin to time myself to see how I can move up in the ladder of its usage. Now, I've said there are 6 sessions we're going to have, but we're going to have them concurrently. We're going to be having these sessions concurrently. Activity 1, focus on specific capabilities. Activity 4, research group development. Activity 5, career options. And activity 6, assessing interest and capabilities. I only recorded this. Articulate evidence against a chosen RDF descriptor in a succinct manner. There's no ambiguity in it. I don't know this, I know this. If you, in some things, you bring yourself to the point of making it yes or no, black or white. You understand that? Don't let it have gray areas. That way you are being objective. But some of us, we want to rate ourselves where we don't belong. You are going to be shortchanging yourself. That's the truth. If I don't know it, I don't know it. If I need to learn about it, I need to do that. When I did my PhD, there was something I knew, maybe because I was mature. There was something I told myself. I would rather remain a student until I'm sure I know what I'm doing before I graduate. Because if I graduate, I will feel too big to be corrected. Do you understand? When I have the PhD, I have it disturbing me. Even if I don't feel too big to be corrected, the person that wants to correct me will say, after all, he has PhD. Do you understand that? Huh? After all, he has it, so what do I need to tell? So it is good to be very objective. It says to be able to have evidence against a chosen RDF descriptor in a very succinct manner. You are clear. I know this, I don't know this. It's a yes, no situation. Don't put gray area between it. The participant will also be able to understand the importance of articulating evidence in order, for example, to sell their experiences and expertise in interviews or to provide progress updates. You get to an employer, why do we need to employ you? Or why do we need to give you this grant? Why? Why are you the one who should give this grant to? You are able to clearly articulate, these are the reasons why I'm the one fit for this particular grant. Activity 2, action planning. Each participant will be able to identify their level of experience and capability in particular area of detailed researcher development framework and what actions they need to take in order to develop to the next phase. Action planning. What steps do I need to do? For instance, the RDF lenses is on the website. The lenses that are on the website include what can be acquired or used in particular contexts, such as enterprise, information literacy, entrepreneurship, leadership, public engagement, or teaching, among others. When we get to activity 3, we are going to focus on only one area. And that will be determined by your group. You will look at the specific lens. We will use the example here and focus on that lens to look at what are the descriptors and the steps we need to take to achieve that. Activity 4, research group development. Sorry, I didn't finish talking about the aim. Activity 3, the aim is to highlight transferability of competencies across different contexts, such as public engagement, leadership, and others. Activity 4, the group will be able to identify its strengths and weaknesses and create a group action plan. See, we are going to be dealing these things in group today, but in reality, note at the back of your mind, you will cascade it down to the individual level. And if we are able to quickly get the approval for the mentoring program, then it's going to be embedded. It means that these activities you have identified will help you form the basis of interacting with your mentor. And the beauty of this is that from the little I've learned, the mentor may also need to learn from you along the line. Identify career options. Each participant will be able to identify the aspirations for the next stage of their career journey and the qualities and capabilities required to be successful. I was somewhere before I came back to academics. And one day I went to meet the head of the place. I told the head of the place, if you promote me to be next in command to you, I'll never feel fulfilled here. Yeah, because I realized over the time, look, this is not where this is not where I belong. I'm like a fish out of water. I don't belong here. Okay? So I won't be able to, oh no, you should be satisfied with this, but I know myself. I've gone through the process. I've arrived at this conclusion that, look, here is not where I belong. So we don't find it, the only struggle, because you get to a time when people get frustrated. And in the midst of their frustration, they are not able to make progression. And then that begins to backlash on people that is under them. You understand what I'm saying? Assessing interests and capabilities, activity 6. Participants will be able to identify and articulate their interests and abilities and reflect on how these are aligned to their current job. They will get a sense of the degree of job satisfaction that they may expect from their present role. This is what we are going to be using. Somebody mentioned the STAR. Yeah. It was a good idea using. Situation. Describe the environment and context of the situation. Going to do that. Task. Task is you'll be able to explain what you have ever done in that area of description before. Action. Highlight what you yourself have done. What is it that you got out of what you did? Be able to do that. Well, thank you. I will take questions if there are, or comments if there are. If you have questions or comments, please, you can take them. Do we all have numbers? Do we all have numbers? Huh? Okay, can all those number one stand? Group 1, if you are number 1, stand up. 6 people. Okay, there. Listen. 6. So if you didn't stand up at all, please stand. All of us. If you didn't stand up at all, stand. That if you don't have number. Huh? No number. Check my free number, right? You don't need number, so sit down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Maximum output. I thought we could run concurrently the 6 groups doing different activities. After 30 minutes, we switch activities. After 30 minutes, that will be 6 times 30. Huh? How many? 3 hours. Is that okay? Why is it not okay? 3 hours. 6 activities. It's 3 hours, 6 activities.
Yes.
Huh? You are number 4. Don't worry, you get to know what you mean. Tell him it's number 4. You are number 4, you are number 5. Okay. Be objective. Be honest. Don't patch up. Do you understand that? If you patch up, we will find it difficult to improve. We know we didn't do a perfect job. We want to do a better job for you next time. So please, I need volunteers who will look at this camera and tell us their impression of the workshop in the past 3 days. Or summary of whatever, the impression of the workshop or summary of what you have gained, or the 2. Volunteers, please, before I start pointing people out. No, it's me you are looking at. Don't look at the. You are looking down. It's time to look up because you are going up. Yes? Is that? Is that?
I think that convention for someone who has everything.
That's what I said since Tuesday, yesterday, and not today anyway. Tuesday, Wednesday. For the past 2 days, anybody who wants to volunteer, your impression of the workshop, the summary of what you have gained in the workshop. Any others, please? All right. After you, I will start pointing people out. Please.
Okay, for me, I think it's been a...
Can you tell us your name, your department?
My name is Lee Adibam, branch of geology. For me, it's been an eye-opener, and a lot of things which ordinarily I wouldn't have known have been exposed to me in this workshop. And I want to say that even the resource persons have been so wonderful. They have been so resourceful, to say. And generally, I think I've gained a lot from this exercise, especially in the areas of teaching, in the areas of groundsmanship, how we have to go about it, and how we have to carry out our teaching activities. Generally, I think it's been a wonderful section for me.
Thank you. Any other volunteer? Okay, the way you are looking at me, you are volunteered from your heart. Please, can you stand up and face the camera? We appreciate you for standing up. Can you appreciate that to encourage us to stand up? She's a real teacher, I can see.
Yes.
Give us your name, your department.
My name is Awolowo from the Department of Medical Pharmacology and Therapeutics, Faculty of Basic Medical Sciences, College of Health Sciences. It's been a great time since the last 2 days, and I think I've gained a lot. The program is one of its kind, and I think in the last what I've noticed that in the last 2 recruitments posed and opened the eyes of new staff, and I think we should give it's a good commendation actually, and I want to appreciate the organizers too because they really done a wonderful job. And I've noticed that it's not just they took time to actually look into those that are good in the topics that we were that were taught. So it wasn't just picking someone from a particular department. From the way the lectures went, it showed that they've been doing it, and there are things that they've done over and over again because they know the shortcomings, the bottlenecks one would face while doing that. I think, well, most of the topics we treated, how to write research grants, how to do peer review. I think those topics, the 30 minutes, 1 hour, it's not enough actually. And I feel I would plead with the university. Maybe if it's just once in a quarter, we can take these topics one by one, probably a 3 days seminar or lectures on each of them. I think by and large, it's been a good time, and it was a time well spent.
Yes. You will speak loud because it helps me.
My name is Sunday Michael from Social Science. For the past 2 days, I explored that the workshop is actually all about improving the quality of the university, as well as improving the quality of the staff, so that globally the university can actually stand out. The indices that we actually use, that we're actually trying to create ourselves to, they're actually indices that what best universities are actually being rated. So the fight for this is we want to come out globally so that we can be able to compete in terms of teaching, in terms of research, and above all in terms of development. Everybody shouting that Nigeria is underdeveloped and that a whole lot of researches are being kept in the cupboard. Now we want to bring it out so that we can transform our researches down to product so that we can change our present community and the nation at large. Beyond that, I saw that the timing, as she has said, given for each aspect were not actually adequate. I think that as she has rightly highlighted is actually another thing I saw that we really need to look at is time management. Time management for the program is actually off plan. So even before starting the first day, we started on schedule. We actually ended up finishing around some minutes after 4. Although yesterday was a bit Indian time, but today also I think the timing and the venue too should be put in place and other logistics. As well as logistics is also one of the major issues that needs to be broken. I think with this coming into place, the university will not only be documentary because documentary will have to run with also, but the university will go to compete with other Ivy League universities in the world.
We have one.
My colleagues have said a lot about the positive aspects of the program. It's quite delightful. And some of our senior colleagues even envy us because some of them do not go through all of this. So it's a very, very step. It's a good step in the right direction. But I realized I was in the program that COR organized was last year, August, for training on research at Adjose. And if you look at that compared with this, that one we had a lot of hands-on. After each section, pick your laptop, you form groups, you have questions, you work on that. And some of us have been able to develop a lot of things. But in this situation, we are not just sitting down, listening. We don't have hands-on. Then looking at the area of grantsmanship, it's as if we just scrapped it. And it's a major aspect of what we are expected to do. A senior colleague of mine ran to the program when she had that grantsmanship would be handled. But eventually she was disappointed. She expected more. She's been in the system, she doesn't know how to go about it. And she thought this is a good avenue. And I don't know if we can find a way to deal with it. Proper training, because you have you've given us appetizer. But we need the real food to be able to run. So I don't know whether then I found that I think as if this grantsmanship and mentorship seems to be somehow tied together. Because it was even said yesterday that if you do not have experience, nobody will give you the grants. So I don't know if something can be done, if it can be tied to people who have gotten grants, so that as they do, we can learn, we can follow them step by step, so that as they step out, we can step in. By that, they will be building us, and we'll be able to build others. I believe that will be a sustainable way of getting more people into grantsmanship. Thank you.
I'll respond to you. First, This workshop of 3 days, they are just teasers, like she said, appetizers. And thank God she's in faculty of vibration, she will provide the food for us. Yes, the observations are correct. They were just touched on the surface. How many people are new staff here? Please, can you put up your hand? On the average, new staff. How were you there in August?
Few postgraduates.
So please sit down. That's because you already have an experience. That's why most of the people that are here have not had what you have had. It was the grantsmanship, they actually requested to have the whole day. We said no, it's a teaser. Because the first thing is to be introduced to it. There's what is called information overload. If you have information overload, you are likely not going to be able to make use of anything there. It's best to have a teaser now and you begin to be very hungry for it. Our desire, like you said, is quarterly. Someone said quarterly. Is to have quarterly programs. But resources, you're talking about logistics. When you talk about logistics costs money. You understand that? If you listen to the URO, the director's presentation, you discover that logistics is an area we're having issues with. 90% of the things that had to be done here, I had to be doing them on my own. For you to get water to drink today, I had to go and get it. For you to get food to eat, the arrangement had to be made. If we need to employ somebody to do that, it will cost us more. And that resources we don't have. We apologize for lateness, but these are the reasons for it. Many a times I've been on campus 1 hour before you are here. But the logistics has to be put in place for you to be able to run without having any difficulty. That's the reason for all those delays that you experienced. They were not deliberate. But to pay for logistics is expensive. So those are the reasons. If we have dedicated staff who will do all the background work, then it's easy because they are being paid to do it. But we hope we'll get there soon. Somebody was talking about stepping into shoes. That's the essence of being introduced. That's why we want to formalize mentoring. Because if it's not formalized, if I don't like your face, I won't mentor you. I won't tell you what you need if I don't like you. But if it's formalized, it's institutional, you are mandated to do it. And if you are not now doing what is required, it will score against you because you will be scored by the mentee independently and objectively. That's why I said let's be objective here. Let's tell ourselves the truth. Some of them may be painful, but they are the truth. The essence is so that we can improve on the system in order to be able to leave a good legacy behind. It's meant for sustainability, where the institution, not the individual, becomes relevant. So the institution provides the environment, the individual can fit into the system and is sure it will work the way it is said. So that's why we are repeating that the mentoring program, once it becomes established, formalized, then we can take everybody through that formal process. It becomes easy for us to be able to tag along with it. You have a question? Go ahead.
Actually, when I heard about this program, it was very interesting that I was searching my station in my car. And probably today I follow up of what they had because I participated in one week ATC, maybe last year. And I was expecting a kind of follow-up on it. At times there were some mails coming to my mail from me, but there were not things that I actually expected. And as you mentioned, that the issue of formalizing the mentoring aspect, please I want to emphasize that. It will be of great advantage to us. Because that was one of the things that I looked forward to after that spring that time. But since then, break, no communication, no contact. This one was just like the same idea that the colleague of mine just told me. When the seminar and somebody, one of the facilitators here, who belong to some family just called that. And training is on, yes, it will not come, yes, it will not see that. What I'm saying in essence is that please, all these, they are good ideas, but sustaining them and making meaningful impact partly give credence to your own efforts. Because if the result is not sustained, the effect is not felt, whatever logistic efforts we are trying to add here and there will not actually be working. So please, I just want to emphasize and implore that every button that let me press, make these things sustained, make it effective. Please and please make well.
Thank you.
I'm Michael Awolowo from Staff Training and Development Unit. I just want to make some little comments. I want to explain or say it to all of us. This university was founded in 1962. And 62 to now is almost 60 years. And me standing before you, I have been here for more than 40 years working. This year, August will be my 41st year of working here. Authoritatively, that this type of arrangement has never been on ground since 1962. So you should just appreciate it that we are developing. Do I say we are growing or improving? You know, that this one is in place. Some of us, when we started working, in fact, some staff will work for 3 years without salary. It's not that the salary is not there, but they wouldn't know where to go, what form to fill, and how they will be put on computer to be getting their salary. But for this sensitization program, very informative to be on. I want to believe this is the first of its kind. And when you start anything, you cannot expect perfection immediately. It's not possible. So they say, what do you say now? The mother of invention, necessity. Since this one has started now, we are just observing the laxities and so on and so forth. Then we inform the organizer or the university to improve and continue to improve. So I want to remark that please and please, let's just appreciate the university for this initiative. Thank you very much.
Mr. Awolowo is from the Staff Training and Development Unit, and they will be anchoring together with the University Research Office the mentoring program that we hope sooner than later we'll be able to get the written approval to run with it. We do not want to start what does not have the backing of the university by written approval. Only 25 people have responded. If you have not, please do to the survey. The survey will soon be closing. In the next 1 week, it will be closing. Please respond to the survey. If you have not received it, can I see your name online? Okay, very few, very few. If you have not received it, I will recirculate it to everybody again. If you have done it, don't bother to do it again. If you have not, please respond to it so that we will be able to use that to harvest your responses, put them in the archive. We've had all the comments that you have made, very good and comments that will help us to improve on what we need to do. But I need to quickly also pray for, if we are able to get the funding is very paramount to continue it. And we will try and approach and see where we can get funding to be able to stage quarterly programs like you have requested. We will get in touch with those that will do grantsmanship and make it 3 days. We will get in touch with those that will do learning assessment and make it 3 days. Okay? All the programs we run, the ones you have requested we know, we will make them quarterly programs, 3-day session. The reason we didn't have much of hands-on session is to introduce you. what you don't know, you don't expect to begin to run with. You have to start from somewhere. Know it first. Listen to what is to be done. And then subsequent ones, hands-on session will go on. Today's zone, we're not using computer. I would have loved for us to use our computers because of the RDF planner, but we're not using that. We're going to be doing hands-on session. That's why you are split into groups. Some people came in groups. If you don't have a number, please stand up. If you don't have number, all right, everybody, you have your number. You don't? What do we do to him? We give him number, so we give him 6. So they said that we give you 6. All right. So again, what we'll do is that we will allow the activities to run concurrently. 30 minutes for each activity. So what? We are not taking numbers. Let's take new numbers starting from 1. 1, 2, 3. Only 3. So we will follow what we have here. We'll do the first 3 activities, and then we'll go on the short break, and then we'll do the next 3 activities. I hope that's okay. Can we start with you? What was the number before? Can you see? He's just been promoted. Nobody will be demoted here. Do you understand? Yes.
We have 6. We just make 1 and 2.
No, we can make 1 or 4, 12.
All right, do imagine 1 and 4 come together here. I think it's easier.
Yes.
So please use one erase on that number and then bring the number back. 1 and 4, 2 and 5, 3 and 6. Can 1 and 4 come here? 2 and 5 be here. 3 and 6. Thank you. Huh? Huh? This is 1. Whatever is 1 is 1. I'm trying to level up here. Each of these is like the of knowledge. It talks about some domain of knowledge being one subject of it. Research theoretical knowledge. Research about practical application. Information seeking. Information literacy and management. What it means is that we will use just because I don't have quick access to invent. We need fast internet. You can know what happens. We will use it. Do you want to develop capacity in entrepreneurship?
So these are the 4.
Do you want to develop capacity in information literacy? Do you want to develop capacity in entrepreneurship?
Inside of each of these domains, there are also 4 domains. For the knowledge base, we also have some knowledge.
Pick the one you want to do. Yes, please. You are stuck with that. Listen, send to you. Thank you. And have you seen it? On the flip side, each of them is talking about, on the face here, is talking about the domain, subdomain. Is that clear? But you now go to A1. A1, for instance, is talking about knowledge base. Whatever card is in your hand, there will be a number at the top. Is that yours is A1.3. So he's subdividing it now. Alright? The cards are going to be there. You will now, if you pick A1, you will discover that A11 will be the descriptor. A11, for instance, will be subject knowledge. See at the flip side. What does it say at the flip side? Go on.
All the description.
Exactly.
I have at least.
Those are the faces he's talking about. Do you get that? It's cascaded down. When you now get to the scripture, subject knowledge, it will take you to the thesis there. Do you get that? It's easy for us to do that. This is A1 with me. Huh? The detailed information about A1 is not here. When you pick A1, if that is the area you want to focus on, that's the lens leadership. If that is the lens you want to focus on, you now look for the one that talks about the scripture. Of course, you look for A11, A12, A13. So you will have this routine.
Because the class are plenty. As you want to give the order, let them pick which one they have. They feel they have.
This is A1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. Alright?
You know now, you know what level you are.
If they want to, you're going to talk about the fact that you're right. That's it. And you now look for
it's early today, you go to the other one, and I think from here to the top, it's just for here, years of evidence that you have to really need it. It's not that.
My name is Dr. Isaac Aberejo. I'm the Acting Director for the Institute for Entrepreneurship and Development Studies. And I want to welcome the participants for the program that has been organized in our institute at this time. This program is being run under the University Central Office of University or Research Office of the University through the University Research Office. The program is actually funded by DFID and through the Association of Commonwealth Universities. We're of course looking at the main objective of that program. I think it is very important, especially targeting the young academics, those are just even coming up, because they need even to be properly oriented, even concerning all that are required even of them as an academic, as a lecturer. At the same time also, I need even to say just even something briefly about the Institute for Entrepreneurship and Development Studies. This institute, though when it started in 1968, was just even a small research unit within the Department of Economics, and that's from that in 1968. But over the years, with the assistance of both federal government of Nigeria and also international organizations, also the center even has grown up even to become an institute. And basically there are about 5 activities of the institute. The first one is the academic program, and that is we offer degree program in entrepreneurship and industrial extension. Then there is also the sub-degree program in industrial extension. We also have at the postgraduate level, and that is a postgraduate diploma in entrepreneurship studies. But beyond that also, we also carry out various researches in all the areas of entrepreneurship development and small and medium enterprises development also. One of the unique activities of the institute is that of industrial extension, and that is we provide a kind of implant counseling to those already even in business. At least we move even to their business premises to actually give them even counseling and to advise them on how to run their business effectively. And of course, we also provide a kind of consultancy to any organization that is interested in developing SME. Thank you so much.
You are not getting, you are giving it yourself. You are being honest.
what phase do you think you have reached for your chosen institution? What evidence do you have to prove that phase 1? That's the first one. Then the second one is, where do I want to be? What phase is there? Or maybe you snap it so that because you are not saying the second one now. Where do I want to be? Other than what phase do you want to reach in the near future, that is 3 months, 6 months, 12 months to be reduce that. No, we are still writing it down. Data collection. But I want us to take questions first so that we all have questions. I will not be taking
We have to give envelopes. People as this Monday, I have to run around for her, buying ties for this. People have not mentioned, look for this one, this one. So, therefore, the money is got out finally, but it took her a long time before that was so. That's part of why they're coming. Because the school is for 10 million and because we spend on less than 400,000 this first price. Yes, for this and this and this. Yes, as I just, on Monday, he just sent 20,000 naira to me. My son and I have to go to King's Place and go to Calcutta. Went to one woman at Lagos Central Market, bought 3 pieces of clothes, 4,000 each, wrapped it, put it out, so that the third prize also succeeds. The second and third was
I recognize the value of alternative research paradigm. I recognize the value of alternative research paradigm. Ethically is very wrong. Then the last one.
How do you put our zero? See, if you put zero, then you think that should be zero. That's after zero. You zero, just put that and write zero. Everybody is
You don't have any knowledge. You don't have any knowledge. If I say I document activity in phase 2, I am able to do it.
She just answered for herself.
Is that the only activity? No, we have.
Yes.
No, that's not what. Probably is even research activity. Okay, they just say document my activity.
It has to be research because the means to be
And the third one says I have a growing competence in my subject area. And I'm developing an awareness of alternative methods. We are still on phase 1. I have a growing competence in my subject area, and I'm developing an awareness of alternative methods and analysis techniques.
What are my next actions? What will you do in the next month, next quarter, next year? Now, let's pick a fifth domain. There's your A. Please, we are going to do it together. Which of the scriptures did you pick?
A better person in writing. Then you begin to walk the faces until you're able to achieve the level of faith that we're able to get. That's the essence of it. So this group 3 is moving to activity 2, to activity 1. Group 2 is moving to activity 3, and group 1 is moving to activity 2. After 30 minutes, we have a brief break so that we can stretch our legs, and then we'll come back. Because I had somebody complain about glucose level going. Glucose level going. Don't let it get to 0, please. Make sure you maintain it at the level you can still concentrate. So, how come your name was not Thank you. My name is Abiodun Momodu. I'm with the Center for Energy Research and Development, Awolowo University, ILE-IFE. I'm a member of the OAU-ISP Implementation Committee, and I'm also the RDF coordinator for the OAU-ISP Implementation Committee. This program I coordinated the workshop, the arrangement of the workshop, which is an extension of the Institutional Strengthening Program under the auspices of Association of Commonwealth Universities. It's funded by DFID and got like seed funds to carry out the activities. For the past 3 days, Tuesday 5th, Wednesday 6th, and today 7th, we have been engaged in the extended Institutional Strengthening Program, the workshop that we need to conduct. And the first day, the new staff and the early career researchers in the university, Obafemi University, were introduced into how the system of Obafemi University operates. They were taken through various segments of the institutions, administrative as well as academic. Under the administrative, they were taken through the issues of bursary, they were taken through the issues of audit, they were taken through the issues of personnel, administrative responsibilities. In terms of the academic roles, we were taken through research ethics, learning assessment, and then we also did mentoring, the issue of mentoring and intellectual property yesterday. Today is a hands-on session that we're doing today, being Thursday, 7th of February 2019. The hands-on session we're involved in, and what we focus our attention on is the use of RDF cards for career and professional development in the institution. It's been quite exciting. We've been here since morning. The program started about 9:30 today, and participants have been here despite the very heavy schedule that they were involved in. It's only just about 30 minutes ago. A lot had to go by because of departmental engagement, which is part of the challenges that we face in being able to train the participants. Today, what we have done is to take the participants through the 6 activities in the RDF that they have to understand how the use of RDF. We are aware that the use of RDF is not something, it's only one-off thing, something that they have to get acquainted with and be using regularly. In today, we asked them to share their experiences or summarize what they have gained. And some of them requested that we will repeat this workshop if we can make it quarterly, which is part of the plan that we have. We desire to be able to raise the funding if we're able to get it, to be able to achieve this in the future. One area we have not fully established, we have not fully, we said that as a goal, we have not fully finished is the area of mentoring, because we want it to be an additional team with enough documentation. And the due process has been initiated. We're only waiting for the last phase of it to enable us to kickstart it. We have done questionnaire for mentees and mentors. We are collating it, and once we have the documentation approved, the next level is to now pair the mentee to mentor and start the mentoring program. Well, it's been quite an exciting 3-day program. I want to thank all the participants and the university for taking interest and being part of what we are doing. I thank you very much.